Harold the helicopter flies high up in the Sodor sky, searching for any emergencies. The engines all agree that whilst Harold can be boastful at times, he's a really useful helicopter. One afternoon, James was resting in a siding near a field, where Harold usually lands. When he finished his routine flyby, he landed on a nice flat spot in the field.
It seems that helicopters might be the superior. Engines are always tired,
Harold said boastfully. James was cross.
Oh, we're all tired because we work hard. Unlike you cheeky choppers,
He replied.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. I fly high all day long to make sure you engines aren't in danger.
The annoyed Harold said.
Well, it doesn't look like you're flying now, doesn't it?
James said cheekily, and he quickly puffed away. Harold was rather cross for the rest of the day.
All the engines are jealous that helicopters are better.
He said boastfully.
Nonsense. Engines and helicopters are both useful. The only difference is engines are low and you stay up high.
Harold was still angry.
Well, maybe I won't fly high anymore. Maybe I need to teach those engines a lesson and show them that helicopters can do many things too. And I can't do that up high.
Suddenly, an idea flew into Harold's head. That night, Harold was coming up with his plan.
If I fly low and show those engines what I can do, then maybe they won't be so rude. Yes, this will work very well.
Harold's pilot arrived in the morning to fly Harold.
Time for your routine flyby, old chap.
His pilot started his engine, and Harold started flying up.
Sir, let's fly a bit lower today, just so I can look for emergencies a bit better. Yes,
Harold said.
If you like, Harold.
Toby was chuffing to Knapford Station to collect some trucks. He noticed that Harold was flying rather low. That's odd, he said to his driver. Harold usually flies higher than that. Indeed, Toby, interesting. Many other engines noticed this too. Harold was arriving near Knapford Station. It was time for his stunt. Harold started going lower and lower.
be careful, Harold. You wouldn't want to have an accident.
His driver said, but Harold wasn't listening. He came down so low that the engines could feel the rumbling of his propellers. "Oh goodness," Edward said, and quickly puffed away. Harold's pilot tried to get the helicopter to go up, though he was resisting. Just then, Harold saw Toby coming right his way, so he quickly turned to the right. But it all happened at once. Harold turned sideways and landed right on the track. Henry was coming on that very line.
Good heavens!
Harold cried. Henry's driver applied his brakes as much as he could. That sparks flew from Henry's wheels, but it wasn't enough. Henry bumped right into Harold, and the poor helicopter was damaged. There was silence for a few seconds, until Sir Topham Hatt came out of his office.
Harold! Causing confusion and delay would be an understatement,
he said crossly. A few days later, when Harold was repaired, he went to Tidmouth Sheds.
I'm very sorry for causing a bad accident,
he said quietly.
And I'm sorry for teasing you, Harold.
James replied.
I may have been wrong about helicopters being the superior, but I must say, we can fly rather high.
Oh, do shut up, James. I mean, honestly, you laugh like a donkey.